If you're a small business owner, I need to give you a warning about AI that nobody's talking about, and it's not that AI is going to replace you. The warning is that your competitors are already using it to steal your clients, and you're running out of time to catch up. I've been in tech for 40 years. I work with Ross Perot as EDS. I built systems for NOAA, and I've seen every major technology wave. And I can tell you with absolute certainty, AI is moving faster than any transition I've ever seen. Here's what's happening right now. Businesses that are adopting AI correctly are seeing 30 to 70% productivity gains. That's not marginal improvement. That's the difference between thriving and going out of business. But here's the problem. Most small businesses are paralyzed. They know they need to do something, but they don't know where to start, so they do nothing. Or worse, they do it wrong and waste a bunch of money and then give up. Meanwhile, your competitors who figured this out are responding to clients faster, delivering better services at lower cost, and scaling without adding headcount. They're not smarter than you. They just have a roadmap. And that's what I want to give you today. A simple 5-step roadmap for what you can do right now to adopt AI without the confusion, without the risk, and without looking foolish to your team. Step 1. Let's map your knowledge-work ratio and find out if you're even a candidate. Here's something that nobody talks about. Not every business can benefit from AI in the same way. And if you don't have enough knowledge work happening in your business, AI isn't going to save you. Let me explain what I mean. I call it the knowledge-work ratio. How much of your business is people sitting at computers processing information versus people doing physical work? If you're a tire shop, a mechanic, a construction company, you don't have enough knowledge work to automate. AI can't rotate tires. You can't pour concrete. You might not be a good candidate for a major AI adoption. But if you're a franchise owner dealing with reporting between local and corporate data, a regional insurance agency drowning in admin work, or a financial services company where your team spends hours summarizing client information, you have a high knowledge work ratio. That's where AI becomes a game changer. So here's what you do. Look at your team. How many people are doing back office work, data entry, report generation, client research? If it's more than 30% of your workforce, you're a candidate. If it's less, you might need to focus elsewhere. Step 2. Let's identify your friction points. Where are you bleeding time and money? Most businesses don't have an AI problem. They have a friction problem, and they don't even know where the friction is. Here's what I mean. Where are the places at your business where information gets stuck, where manual handoffs happen, where somebody has to pull data from 3 different systems just to answer one question? That's friction. And AI is a universal solvent. It dissolves friction, but you have to know where the friction is first. Let's give an example. We work with a franchise owner who is spending 15 hours a week manually pulling sales data from their local system, reformatting it, and putting it in their corporate reports. 15 hours every single week. That's a friction point. We automated it, and now it takes 15 minutes. That's over 14 hours back every hour. That's over 700 hours a year. That's real return on investment. So here's what you do. Sit down with your team and ask them one question. What manual tasks you do every week that make you want to pull your hair out? Write down every answer. Those are your friction points. Those are your AI opportunities. Don't buy tools until you understand what friction you need to dissolve. Step 3. Run a safe pilot to test without risking everything. Here's a mistake that you see all the time. A business owner gets excited about AI, announces to the whole company, we're going AI, buys licenses for everyone, and 6 months later, nobody's using it and they look foolish. You know what that is? That's a pet rock. They invested capital into something that turned out to be a fad because they didn't test it first. Instead, run a safe pilot. Pick one friction point, pick one small team, build one automation, prove it works, then scale. Let me give you an example based on something we call the hostage video problem. If you've ever called a business and every person sounds like they're reading from the same script, That's what happens when they don't have context about who you are. We work with a bank where tellers will report reading scripts to 20-year customers. It felt robotic. We built a pilot with 5 tellers. AI summarized client data instantly when someone walked in, and now they could have a real conversation. We proved it worked with 5 people, then we rolled it to the whole branch, then the whole region. That's how you scale without risk. Here's what to do. Pick your biggest friction point. Build one solution. Test it with a small group for 30 days. Measure the results. If it works, scale it. If it doesn't, you didn't bet the whole company. You can go back and iterate on it. That's how you go from paralyzed to executing without becoming a cautionary tale. Step 4. Identify your expensive expert time. What's your $200 an hour person doing for $20 an hour? Here's a question that will change how you think about AI. What's your most expensive person spending their time on? We've worked with law firms where partners were billing $400 an hour, and you know what they were spending 30% of their time doing? Summarizing case documents, reading through hundreds of pages just to pull out a few small key facts. That's $120 an hour of partner time doing work that AI can do in minutes. That's insane. Or we work with medical practice where doctors were spending an hour after every shift writing up patient notes. That's over an hour they could be seeing patients or going home to their families. We built them an AI system that generated draft notes from their voice recordings, cut their documentation time by 75%. That's not just efficiency, that adds quality of life. Here's what you do. Look for your highest paid people. What are they spending time on that doesn't require their expertise? Document review, data summarization, report writing. That's where AI gives you your biggest return on investment because you're freeing up your most valuable resources. And these are tasks they can't easily delegate. Step 5. Build your AI champion network. You don't want to do this alone. Here's a mistake that kills most implementations. The CEO decides that they're going to drive an AI adoption from the top down. They mandate it, they announce it, and then it dies because nobody on the ground actually wants to use it. Here's what actually works. You need champions, not just executives. The people actually doing the work who are naturally curious and willing to experiment. We see this all the time. There's always someone in an operations who's already tinkering with ChatGPT on their own. Somebody in customer service who's figured out how to use AI to draft better emails. Someone in finance who's automating their spreadsheets. Those are your champions. They've already there and see the potential. You just need to give them permission and a bit of support. Here's what you do. Don't mandate AI from the top. Instead, ask your team, who's already experimenting with AI tools? Find those 3 to 5 people. Give them permission to keep experimenting. Maybe give them a small budget or some dedicated time. Let them show their peers what's possible. They'll drive adoption faster than any executive mandate ever could. Because when people see their coworkers succeeding, they'll want to try AI as well. That's how you build momentum. Look, I've seen this movie before. I watched it with the internet in the 90s. The businesses that moved early and correctly dominated their markets. The ones that waited or did it wrong, well, most of them don't exist anymore. And AI is moving faster than any of those transitions. The window to get this right is smaller than you think. This isn't about being cutting edge. It's about survival. Your competitors are already moving, and if you're not, you're falling behind. So here's what to do right now. If you're a CEO, COO, or head of operations at a small to mid-sized business, and if you're serious about not getting left behind, click the link below to book a qualifying call. We'll look at your business. We'll see if you have enough knowledge work to benefit from AI, and if you do, I'll show you what a safe, structured roadmap looks like to integrating AI and save you time and money. Because the worst thing you can do is nothing. The second worst, doing it wrong and becoming a cautionary tale that everybody tells. I'm Marty Milligan. I've navigated every single major tech transition for 40 years. AI is just the next one. But you don't have to figure it out alone. Click the link below and let's make sure you don't fall behind.